Hi everyone, good afternoon. Thought I would come live on YouTube just to talk about day four of eating 100% carnivore. As most of you know now that I have come from a keto diet, been keto now for 3 years. Originally went ketogenic because of type 2 diabetes, obesity, the usual things, all the metabolic stuff. Um, and recently, very recently, on Monday, actually went full carnivore for the first time. So yeah, here I am talking about day four, and letting you know my update really. So I guess the biggest thing to talk about was that at the end of yesterday, I experienced a huge change. And until then, I really did feel pretty normal and pretty similar to how I had done for the past 3 years. But last night, I went to the gym, did my usual workout, so uh, bit of cardio, bit of weights. I'm not a gym bunny. I'm not there for hours on end. I'm only there for an hour max. So I did about half hour of cardio, about half hour of weights, and it just felt unreal. There is no denying there is a huge difference in how I feel in terms of my energy levels. I felt fantastic. I felt great. I felt strong, fit, really, really up for it. And I came home after the gym, had a shower, and it was sort of 11 o'clock at night. And I was still feeling so energetic. It's a bit like when I first went into ketosis 3 years ago, having that, but this time I didn't have any of the other symptoms, so I'm not feeling the thirst or the hunger or those changes. I just feel absolutely brilliant. I don't know how really to describe it other than, I mentioned to my husband, I said, I feel great. I don't feel like I've been to the gym. I just feel like I could go out for another run, or I could go shopping, or I could get up and work on the computer, or whatever. So I think there's a definite change from last night. Today I've just had, and I didn't take photos of it because I'm just too enjoying the moment, but I've had a four egg omelette with some ham. I had that about 2 p.m. I hadn't eaten since 5 o'clock the day before, have since done a gym session and slept and got up and worked and, had a meeting and just not thinking about food. Even at 2 o'clock, I could have gone longer if I wanted to, but I happened to be passing by my mum's and she made me an omelette, which is fantastic. So yeah, feeling really, really, really good. Quite, almost that sort of elated feeling at the moment, which I'm aware is probably a deepening case of or state of ketosis. Um, but yeah, I feel fantastic. So I think that's the first thing that I can update you with, really. In terms of everything else, everything's fine. My bowel function is normal. I am feeling energetic. My sleep was fantastic. Usually when I'm in deep ketosis, I struggle to sleep. But last night, once I finally calmed myself down, I did sleep like a log. So that was great. And yeah, feeling good. Electrolytes seem to be fine. No cramp to talk about, no headaches, no lightheadedness, nothing really. So feeling good. I am salting my food. I'm still taking my normal magnesium citrate supplements that I do every night anyway. They tend to keep the cramps at bay. So yeah, that's the update really on day four. Feeling really, really good. I did sneakily have a little weigh at the gym, and I have lost 1.5 kilos. So what we're talking? We're talking about 4 pounds, something like that, since Monday. So in 4 days, 4 pounds. Now, we all know that's water. I've been doing this far too long to think that I've burned 4 pounds of fat in 4 days. It is water. However, something is happening. Something is definitely starting to happen in terms of energy, in terms of mood. and in terms of water retention. So even if I can ditch all that excess water before I go on holiday, then that would be fantastic. I think I'm going to be on track to have lost 7 pounds, so half a stone, in the first week. And let's see where we go from there. I'm not big. I haven't got a lot of excess weight hanging around or anything like that. This is not really an intense weight loss thing. This is to see what eating the ancestral human diet does to a human body. And I am my own little guinea pig. And I'm so happy about it. I feel really natural. Like this is good. This is what I should be doing. Um, I am more and more interested in where I'm going to be sourcing my food from, because I only have to worry about meat now and eggs and fish. So that's really good. I can really focus on the quality of those products, invest in the quality of those products, and see where it goes. Um, yeah, I'm just feeling so happy, and it it's not like that sort of hysteria high that maybe I experienced when I first went into ketosis. This is just like a lightness, like a emotional, mental lightness. Um, it's that fog lifting, I guess. Not that I was eating a high carb diet before. I wasn't, as most of you know that I'm pretty low carb usually. However, I think I'm starting to understand the difference plant material was making to my mood and my diet and how I felt. So yeah, here we go. Here come the changes. I've been waiting all week. Oh, Sarah Morris, day 4 Carnival 2. And how's it going? You'll have to tell me. You have to keep me up to date with how things are going, because I'm just, yeah, I feel fantastic. But I am coming from a state of ketosis anyway. I've got a feeling that if someone was just coming off that standard American diet and going straight into this, it would be one heck of a roller coaster in terms of mood, in terms of carb withdrawal and everything like that. I know that I haven't had those things because I've come from keto onto carnivore. I'm just thinking you can probably see some imperfections on my skin on this video because I've been really honest and not worn a ton of makeup and things. So maybe you can, it would be quite interesting. I've got to say that my cycle is causing this a little bit, but it'd be quite interesting to see because I never grew out of the teenage phase. I've always had sort of the monthly imperfections turning up. It'd be quite interesting to see what happens with my skin and things as we go forward. So I'm being honest and showing you that I've got a couple of spots at the moment, and hopefully we can watch them. But yeah, really excited, and I just can't wait to see now what happens in the next few days, whether this is kind of it and I've sort of peaked and this is what it feels like to be 100% carnivore. I don't know. I think there's other things that need to change. I think my microbiome is going to change. I think that's going to take a lot longer. I think that there's potential. I mean, oxalates is something that I haven't looked into massively, but I do think there's potential there to actually have some oxalate dumping, as people call it, because coming from a keto diet and when you learn about keto, the whole thing about all the green veg is a big deal. So I have eaten a lot of green veg over the last 3 years. So if I do suffer with that, then I'm not looking forward to that. I hope that I get away with it a little bit. Yeah, and the more I look into the carnivore community, the more I feel like I'm finding my people and my tribe and people who understand nature and human instincts and all that stuff, and understand why I feel like I'm an ethical and compassionate carnivore, and yeah, I just feel like I'm literally finding my people who understand why we should be taking our place as the apex predator and starting to actually manage our ecosystem correctly. So loving all that, loving taking the red pill and entering the matrix and finding out all these things that I really, really did think were truths, maybe weren't. Yeah, loads of controversial stuff that we can talk about in the next 2 weeks, I'm sure. But for now, only positives. There is literally nothing bad to say about this so far. It is simple, easy, quick, tasty, filling, makes you feel good. What can you say? What can you say? Anyway, that's about it for now. So I will sign off. I'm happy to answer any questions. If you can find me on Facebook, please do. Loads of my videos on the channel have links to the Facebook group and things, so please come and see me there. Other than that, I'm going to sign off, and hopefully I'll speak to you tomorrow, or basically the next day, next time I have any updates. So yeah, see you soon. Bye.